Okay, now it's live. You're now live. Okay. Okay. I'm live. Okay, I'm officially live. That's so weird. I never know. I never know. Okay. Wonderful. Hello. Hello. Let me cut this down. This is Adrienne. I'm also known as Capricorntigress of astrology.com. And today is April 12th, 2025, and somewhere over, I think it might have already happened, uh, or I think in some places it's April 13th. And for us here, like where I am in Seattle, Washington, it is April 12th. And happy full moon in Libra. Happy full moon in Libra. Now, here's a weird thing. I am a double Capricorn. Now, this is the weirdest thing, and I'm just going to tell you guys so you understand. Like, if you're like, wow, you know, her mojo seems just a wee bit off today. Well, I do feel like my mojo is just a wee bit off today, and that's because I have a progressed Aries rising, and it is opposing my, it's not exactly, but it's opposing my rising. So I feel it, you know, there's something weird there. And also being a double Capricorn, it is squaring my natal ascendant. So that too. So it would be the sun and the moon, you know, when it's a full moon. So that means it's squaring my natal ascendant and my natal descendant. And I feel kind of, you know, but I made a commitment. I made a commitment that I was going to come for 3 days, and I was going to sell and and make sales and promote things. And you guys, you know, I am a little bit late today, but you'll understand. I'm going to explain it, and you guys, you won't believe this, but I just got gum on my everything. It got on my cup, and now it's on my hand. Okay, give me 1 second here. This is one of those reasons why I don't like lives, because I always do weird things when I'm live. It's so strange. But it is one of those things. Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna change to another song because I know the good songs. I don't know if this is one of them.
Warning.
Oh Lord. What was that? What's going on? What's going on with my computer? Oh no, did I just shut off everything? I think I just shut off the. Oh no, I might have just shut off everything. I think I just shut off the internet. Wait a minute, is it still there? No, it's gone. I shut off everything. This is why I don't like to go live. This is exactly why I don't like to go live. Now I wonder if people are still seeing me custom streaming even though I just cut off Google. Let me see if I can get Google back on. It says recording custom streaming service, but I did my hand did something and Google disappeared. So let's see where Google is. Is everything going to come back? Okay, there's restore window. I don't even know how I managed to do that. Like, how did I manage to just disappear everything? I'm glad it looks like you guys are still there, and I I I'm still live. It looks like, yeah, that's good. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when your sun is square the moon and the sun. It's exact right now. You know, I didn't even plan it like that. You guys would probably think, yeah, she planned to come exactly at the full moon. No, I didn't. I didn't know I was going to be exactly at the full moon. I've got 17 minutes. I think 17 because it's at 23 degrees and 18. So I think I still got 17 minutes to go. So I picked the right timing of to do this. So it's very interesting, right? Mm. But there is a square. We've got a ugly square. And see, with me being a Capricorn, I create a grand square with this. It's a T square because we've got Mars in Cancer at 27 degrees. We've got the Sun and Moon at 23 degrees in Aries and in Libra. That's a T square, you guys. We're in the midst of a T square right now. So, yeah. Now, some of you guys might feel that. A T square is a lot of friction, a lot of friction. It's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's not one of those things that makes you, there is noise coming from my computer. So when I'm recording, you guys are probably picking up noise that's coming from my computer. I don't even know why there's noise coming from my computer. I just know it is. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. Um, yeah, I'm also going to remove this song here because it's a lot. Okay, so I put this song on. This is a good song. This is a good song for me to talk about what I want to talk about today. Because remember, the reason I'm going live over these 3 days is for one reason and one reason only, and that is to sell, sell, sell. It's all about selling what we've got. And I've got a lot, but I don't know if you guys know I have a lot. I don't really, I think most people just think, oh, she's just posting pictures of herself or of pretty women. And I want you to know that I'm doing more than that. Oh, I just realized what it is. Why it feels so weird. Chiron is at 23 degrees. I did not realize that. Chiron is at 23 degrees. Chiron is the wounded healer. Wherever Chiron is, there's wounds, there's pains, there's some kind of wound that feels like it never healed. In my case, it's in my first house, it's in Aries. And so I always feel like it has something to do with me, like something to do with my physical body or something to do with my personality or I don't know, something to do with that. Now, depending on where Aries falls in your chart, you might be thinking that it's affecting a completely different area in your life. I also feel like it affects my communication because 23 degrees of Aries is in my natal house of communication, which is the third house. And that means that the ninth house or would have 23 degrees of Libra. So I've got a third house and ninth house access today, which is kind of a weird thing because I'm out here trying to sell something and pitch you guys something. And, I'm not sure if anyone knows or cares or is paying attention, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm going to share this everywhere once I'm finished here. And I just want to make sure you guys know because I have a feeling that a lot of people just don't even know all the different things that are offered. So just like yesterday, I'm going to actually show you, if I can get to it, what I'm going to be showing and pitching for the most part right now, or at least, yeah, today. Okay. This is what I'm going to be pitching in just a second. Okay, so let me give you to get to the page. Mm. Okay, so here we are. I created this page on PayHip. Now, you might be like, you've got a website, you've got all kind of extra little sites, you're on all the social media, yeah, da 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 da. Why did you put it on PayHip? And because we have a membership on YouTube. I don't know if you know that. Like, I think if when you go to YouTube, you get asked to join the membership there, and you can join the membership there. That goes all the way up to $100. I think it starts at like $4 or $5 and goes all the way up depending on what you do. This is just it's going to be three options, and that's it, really. But it's cool because we'll be in this one circle together. And the other good thing is that because I put it on PayHip, you can be an affiliate for this, which means that you can promote this to people, like people you know, or maybe in a group that you have, or something like that. And if they join, then you can get a commission from that. Also, you can build people under you, I believe, and get a commission from that. So I want to give people an incentive to, one, join the circle, but two, to promote the circle. And if for no other reason, then you can make commissions. And that's a good thing, especially when people are complaining about money and things like that. But the good thing is, I hope that this is going to be a place that kind of takes uh, okay, let me just say this. When I was younger, one of the main ways that I learned about astrology was over like books, like Astrology, Astro this and whatever. And we would get these magazines, and I remember me and my friend Dee, when I was younger, we used to go over to like Eckerd Drugs, and we would just stand there for hours, just poring over these astrology magazines and stuff like that. And I remember how great it was to get this information out of these astrology magazines. Now, I don't know if any of these magazines still exist today or not, but I just remember how important it was to me then. I always wished there was a circle, and I was lucky to have my friend Dee when I was young to talk about it and obsess about it with me, you know. And when I went into Alaska, I had my friend Janet. Janet was also very spiritual, and she was just as obsessed with me. We did all kind of things, astrology and runes and, all kind of things, I Ching. And so I really want to create a circle of women that feel at ease and at home in coming to this particular area, this membership, and sharing that information and being a part of a group and supporting each other. You know, the funny thing is, there's a lot of us who are doing similar things or things that can enhance each other's businesses. And I feel like it's just a matter of us connecting with each other and getting into this circle so that we know that we are part of a group of women that are actively promoting each other, actively supporting each other, actively, hopefully, going on each other's podcasts and YouTube, and maybe doing collaborations, doing different summits together. There's so many things that we can do as a group that I couldn't possibly do alone as just one individual. But as a team or as a group, there's so much more that can be done. The good thing is there are some good benefits of joining this. One, you're going to learn a lot about astrology because I have so much I want to share there. The other is I don't really go live on Facebook. Facebook is deleting the lives. This 3-day adventure is my lives on Facebook. You'll be hard pressed to find a lot of lives of me on Facebook, or any type of link to them or anything like that. I just use it more for fun. This is more about astrology and more about the metaphysical. And when I say metaphysical, I mean this is for astrologers and healers and coaches and witches and numerologists and human design experts and all of those things. And like I said, like things like I Ching and runes and crystals and candles and rituals. And I mean, it could just go on, the Akashic records. There's so many spiritual things. In fact, because I'm a life coach, and I help others who are, my goal is, because I'm also a spiritual life coach. So I purposely became a spiritual life coach, a sales life coach, abundance and manifestation life coach, and an NLP life coach on purpose. Why? Because I want to lead people down a certain path when it comes to earning money online, feeling comfortable online when it comes to earning money, especially as a spiritual entrepreneur. Now, I myself need help with that, but I really already know what to do. I just wasn't doing it. So I feel like that's another reason why we need things like memberships and circles and stuff like that. Because when you're in a group, when you've got someone who's reminding you, or you're reminding each other, or you're supporting each other, or you're collaborating with each other, it goes so much further than when you're doing things alone. When we do things alone, we do things a little ship-shoddy. We don't, because it's just us, right? But when it's other people and we know that the work that we do is going to help someone, then we put more into it. So let me tell you a little bit about what you'll get in this Celestial Circle membership. And you can see the PayHip number up there in the share if you want to jump ahead of me before I even post about it. But this is what you get with this membership. It is a monthly extended astrology forecast. That's way beyond anything I do on YouTube, because I just throw something on YouTube and go, pretty much. But these will be monthly extended readings for the signs. Also, there will be private live question and answer sessions. This will be members only, and it will be on Zoom calls. And so you can actually get on a Zoom call, ask a question, and I'll answer that question for you. You know, normally that's something I charge for. Also, there's early access to videos. So there'll be videos that I might be working on that I have not uploaded yet to YouTube. And like I said, I very seldom upload to uh, uh, Facebook or Instagram at all. Most of my videos are on YouTube. So uh, if you got early access, then you get to see it long before anyone on Facebook or even Patreon would see it. Also, there's exclusive astrology guides. There's PDFs on things like the retrogrades, on birth charts, on the elements. There's so many different things because I've been working on so many different astrology trainings and projects for members, because I want to have a membership. But this is going to be so much less expensive than anything that I've had on the website. It's not even a tenth of it. So here we've got also, it says members only Discord. I wanted to have Telegram. I'm on Telegram. That's where I'll have the community is there to discuss transits and other things that people might want to discuss as far as astrology. But that's members only. It'll only be for members. Also, there'll be special discounts on personal readings. So some people may have, held back on getting personal readings, especially more than one a year, because they're about $200 a reading, maybe 100, between 150 to 200 a reading. And so it's nice to get discounts on something like that so you can save a lot of money. So I also will have special deals that are just for the members that are in our special Celestial Circle membership. Also, the founding members, which are all those who join me over the next couple of days, you'll be able to get a free 2025 astrology calendar. So the stars whisper secrets. Are you willing to listen? Are you willing to listen and join in the Celestial Circle membership? So here is a little bit about the pricing. I wanted to price it so that everyone had an opportunity to join, because I didn't want to outprice it or underprice it. And really at this point, it's really not that expensive. It's $14 a month if you're going to do a monthly, or you can save $20 right away by getting the annual plan at 120, or you can get a lifetime plan for under 250 for 249, and that would just give you a permanent membership. You would never have to worry about paying again, and you'll get all the goodies I talked about and even more, because this membership is kind of like my beta membership. I am going to give the goodies here before I give them elsewhere. So definitely join in here so that you have access to all of those goodies before anyone else does. Again, there's 3 different ways for you to join. There's the monthly plan, and sometimes the only thing you can do is a monthly. I I decided to do that because I have been in that situation where all I could do is a monthly. I couldn't afford some big amount of money. And you might be in that situation where $14 a month is all you can afford. But if you like to save $24 right away, you could go ahead and get the annual plan, and that would make it 120 a year instead of 140. It'd be more than 140, more than that. Yeah, I think so, because I think you'd be saving like $48. So that's a good savings, the 120. Also, there's a lifetime plan. And that's because some people don't like doing monthly subscriptions. And I'm like that. Like if I sign up or pay for something, I want to pay for it one time and that's it. I don't want to come back. I have to pay for it next year. I have to pay for it next month or anything like that. So some people really see the value in just getting a lifetime plan where they don't have to pay that again. And the good thing is, with this kind of membership, if anything should happen, I would definitely, as a founder, you'd be grandfathered into wherever else I go. So you're good, you're covered. And I love that. Now I'm going to copy this here and I'm going to start sharing it in the group and around all over the place so people can actually get access to it and join this membership. This is the Celestial Circle membership. And everybody is definitely welcome to join. Okay, so let me put on this. I love this song. I'm gonna put this on while I post this, okay? So I am back, you guys. I took a brief break there just to post um, about this Celestial Circle membership. And I posted it at all of the places I thought I wanted to post it. So I did. I took a moment to do that. And if you're in the group, you should be able to see a link to go check it out. So you can go and see what's there. And like I said, it's $14 a month, or you can get it annual and get a savings, or you can just get a lifetime price and save. And in that, I plan on putting most of what I do there. Um, just in case. I just love the idea that I can put all that stuff in PayHip, and they've got some things they charge for, but really it's not that expensive. And I love the fact that I can have affiliates. Oh, I forgot to put the affiliate link up with, I posted about the, I tell you what, I'm going to, if I haven't already done so in the group somewhere, I'm going to come back around on one of my breaks. I'll make sure I put the PayHip, the affiliate link up so that you guys can promote my products and get a commission for your referrals, especially this. I mean, a $249 purchase might be a nice commission for someone. So, and you never know. There's a lot of people who love astrology. So definitely join up with me, help to promote these affiliate links. Just share them wherever you share your links and see what happens. It can't hurt, you know. But I'll make sure I share the affiliate link um, in a little bit. I'll make sure I do that because I forgot to put it in when I posted about this celestial circle. Okay, I will make sure I do that. Anyway, if you've got any questions about this membership, about the celestial circle, if you are, you know, like if are on the fence about doing it, let me know. There have been some people who have said they've had trouble coming up with money to pay for my readings. Well, why not become a Celestial Circle member? It's $14 a month. It'll definitely be less than $167 reading. That's one thing. But it's that you get to spread it out. You know, you don't have to pay all at one time, or you might just pay the 120 and still save. And the good thing is every month you know you're going to get some special attention, and you'll be able to be in a group where you can have access to me, and also you'll get special monthly readings for your sign. So there's some value here, and there's other gifts I'm going to give to you along the way. So the people who are members are going to get to beta all the different things I do, and get to test out some of the products that I'm doing and stuff like that. So there's a lot of benefit to being part of that. And I just wanted, I'm just excited. I'm excited about that. But, you know, it's all this for me, right? This week has been different because I've been doing a lot of things for years, but I have not really been doing what most people do, which is what they have courses, they have memberships, they hold these, you know, groups and stuff like that. I go live and give out free things. I have not. I've been doing it all wrong. I'm a Capricorn. Capricorns, they climb to their own, you know, their own little mountain. But I want to maybe stop climbing mountains and actually get ahead and help others to get ahead. So I'm doing different things because sometimes you have to move differently to get different results. And that's what's happening now. I'm just moving a little bit differently in order to get some different results. And it's time for different results. I wonder how many people out there feel like it's time for them to have their different results too. Like, you know, I don't know if you've been looking for something that you could sell and make a little money, but I am really honored if you would be an affiliate with me, and it would be my pleasure to help split the money with you. That is my my goal is to have as many affiliates as I can get to work with me, and because I feel like it's so much harder for me to get the word out about who I am, what I do, what I offer, all the different things I have in my store, um, all these different memberships or whatever it is I'm doing. And it's hard for me to keep up with it, let alone, um, if and I don't have a sales team. So you would effectively be part of that. You would be my outreach. And I am seriously looking for my outreach. I need that. It's impossible to do it by myself. It is. I've got, I guess, 7,000 followers on YouTube now, 11,000 followers, almost 12,000 followers, if not 12,000 followers on TikTok, 5,000 followers on Instagram, 10,000 followers on Facebook, 12,000 followers on LinkedIn. Um, am I missing? Oh, yeah, I've got almost 6,000 followers on Blue Sky already. It's crazy. So I really need a good outreach team, like people who want to work with me. Maybe you're in a similar field, if not an astrologer, maybe you're a healer or some kind of woo-woo or spiritual or metaphysical type business that when you tell people that, there's this 3-card reading or 3-deck reading available, they might be like, ooh, let's see what that is. Or you let them know that I do east-west readings or anything that we're promoting. And I just want to, it gives you an extra way to make money too. So if you're if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, please consider uh, what I'm doing, some of these services and products that I'm about to offer, uh, adding them to your offers too, because that will definitely make you some money. So let's get ready to move on to the next product. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do after the Celestial Circle membership? My goodness. I mean, I'm excited about the Celestial Circle membership. And I hope that you guys are too. Um, I'll just give you just an idea what it looks like in the background. I just want you guys just to see. I'll only put a few things there, but I just want you to see it just so that you know. So this is what it would look like in the background, and just different things going on. So you'll be able to have different posts and different links and different things. So I just wanted you to get an idea. I'm still just building it up. Um, but I wanted you to get an idea. I just realized that it has the photo upside down. Why the Celestial Girls are upside down, I don't know, but I think that's something I need to fix. That that is kind of freaky that they're upside down. I just realized that. That is so weird. Oh my God. Okay, so it's one of those. I told you there's a T square today. We've got a T square today between the signs of Aries Sun, Libra Moon, and Cancer Mars. And the fact that Mars is the ruler of Aries and it's involved in a T square, it makes me very concerned. Also, the moon is the ruler of Cancer and it is involved in the T square. So there is something afoot. I feel it. I don't know what my video is going to look like when I'm finished, but I have a feeling it's going to be vastly different than the exuberance that I felt yesterday. And it's because I feel that T square. And that T square is it's making a, uh, a grand square with my own ascendant, and I didn't realize that I would be affected this way, but I feel it. So let's see what the next thing is. Oh, I knew what I had planned to do something different today. Um, I think in the groups I've been posting everywhere, so it should be somewhere wherever you're seeing this, about the free special birthday offer. I put that on PayHip as well, and I did that strategically as well because if you become a affiliate, you're going to want to have things to offer to people. Sometimes people don't want to pay for anything, but they might be interested in getting a free offer and then getting onto our radar and onto maybe the email list and maybe even joining the membership, right? They might not have $167, but they might have $14 a month. So there's a benefit to sharing this free gift, and I wanted to make sure that every month I'm going to be putting out free gifts for the sign of the month. So in just a few days, next week, in fact, I'm going to be putting out Taurus, the free special birthday gift for Taurus, because we'll be heading into Taurus. And when I do this every month, uh, in a year's time, we'll have 12 free gifts that you guys can share with anyone of any sign. But right now, we're just targeting each month the sign of the birthday girls and boys. That's what we're looking for every month, and they get a free gift. So and it is usually more than one. So it's usually like 2, 3 gifts, like a little gift bundle for the birthday kids. So I'll be doing that for Taurus soon. There is a link for Aries. If you are an Aries, if you have not gotten that birthday bundle, get that birthday bundle. I'm just saying that's, I'm gonna probably put more goodies in the next one, but there's I think a video and a PDF in there, but it's good information for Aries. So let's see, the one thing that I had planned on doing, which was different, and I had not actually gotten it together yet. So let me see if I can do this. Okay. Let me go to. Good thing I did that. I'm gonna share it with you guys in a minute as soon as I get it to work. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to share this with you. And you guys, I don't have a whole bunch of music behind me. And the reason why, because yesterday, I had my music and I partied like I like to party with the music. And Facebook had the nerve to be like, this person claimed this music and that. And I'm like, I am on a special license program for my music. But really, I am approved for YouTube. And Facebook got their own thing that Facebook does. And so I don't want to be responsible for having to go through all of my work and cut out music. So I will probably add music later if I do that. Um, when I put it on Facebook or if I make clips or anything like that. But for now, you just have me talking. And like I said, the day is so much drier than it was yesterday. It's just dry, right? It's so dry. Tomorrow, I think it'll be more exuberant because it'll be the last day. It'll be Sunday. So I wanted to share with you what I'm doing. And this is all about promotion, and it's time for me to promote this. I needed to promote our Patreon. First of all, how many of you are even members of our Patreon? Are you aware that you can become a free member of our Patreon? All you have to do is go to Astrology A Look Inside or patreon.com/astrology A Look Inside and join our Patreon. That's what you do. Um, it's free. I think there's levels. Like if you uh, become a member, I think the first one is like $4 or $5. Excuse me, but it's $4 or $5 a month, and then you would have access to everything I'm doing in here. So yeah, Patreon. Patreon is a little bit different than what I'm doing with PayHip because I don't think that they have an affiliate program. Now, I could be wrong. And if they do, then I'll start putting equal things in Patreon because they do have certain things in Patreon that I can do now that might make it beneficial for someone if they were helping to promote this. But no matter what, there's memberships here, and I'm going to go over that with you. But I'm going to be putting collections here, and there's the shop. And I wanted to share, some of the things that we have with the shop so that you understand what I'm doing. Now, one of the things I had was the horror of Liberation Day and the day of protest. You saw me post about that, say on Facebook. I post about it on YouTube. And let me tell you something. It's not even that I had actual protest in that. I was just talking about that. But for some reason, when I go to YouTube, it's all muted. It's not a clear photo or video. It just feels like they purposely kind of like blurred it, or I don't know. It just doesn't look good. So I'm like, anyone who wants to get that video and get a clear vision of the video that's not blurred, doesn't have commercials, they want to download it so they can watch it whenever they want. Here you go. I've got that. It's for $3. I thought that was the minimum that they let me put anything in. But it's the idea that you would have it, you'll be able to watch it no matter what else is going on. And if a social media platform decides that they don't like it, it doesn't matter. You can still have it and download it and watch it at your leisure. And I'm going to start doing that with more of the videos. That way, even if you don't want to get into a $5 a month membership, you can still get access to videos that might be under a membership. Just pay $3 to see that video if it's that important. And then you have that video and you can watch it whenever you want at that point. So that's one of the things I'm doing. The other thing is I'm starting collections. Now I have not, this is going to be under that, by the way, so you could either get this video here for $3, and everything you get, by the way, at our Patreon helps, goes a long way, so please help. But you could either get that video for $3, or you can sign up for the collection, which is current affairs. And what that is I'm going to be putting all the current affair type videos into a collection so that you can, some people just like my current affairs. They're not even into so much astrology. They just love all my gossip. In fact, my daughter messaged me, and because she was going crazy about it, that one of her T channels, I forget which one it was, like Misty or something like that. Anyway, they had referenced me, and a video I had on TikTok was one of the reference videos in the T channel. And so some people like the fact that I'm an astrologer that talks about current affairs, because I do my due diligence and I do my research, and I do have a lot of current affair videos. So it would be an interesting collection to get. As I add things into that collection, you would have access to that, and it would be for $5. So I like that, and that's whether or not you get astrology videos or the membership for that or not. You would just get the current affairs because you've got access to that collection. The other thing I've done is I started adding in video trainings or past video master classes or talks or summits or anything like that. Now, I've only put in a couple of different things, but I wanted you to get an idea of where we're going with the Patreon and why it's going to be so cool to have access to the Patreon, because you'll be able to have access to everything I'm doing. You'll get access to all the videos, like if you got into one of the collections. And I might make more than one collection so that you might be able to get a collection for $5 and get access to unlimited videos in that collection. So one of the things here was I had made a, can't remember if I did a talk. I think I had done a talk. And I made a video of it and I posted it around. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to market this as a as a course, almost as a class. Now, what I did here, I believe you just get the video, but with this, I'm going to create a workbook that goes along with Unlock the Wisdom of the Crone, and you'll be able to get access to that workbook. So it's Unlock the Wisdom of the Crone, a journey of transformation. I'm just going to click on it so you can see what the full page looks like. It's discover the crone's wisdom and how it can enrich your life. Reflect on your own journey and find empowerment in your experiences. Embrace in the beauty of transformation and the strength that comes with it. And it's a 22-minute video about the crone. It's about aging, and it's about aging in wisdom and aging gracefully and aging in a way that you're providing wisdom to others. And it for me, as someone, I wanted to stay young forever. I always joked that I was 29 for 29 years, and I was. I stayed 29 for an extended period of time. But there comes a time when I realize, hey, there's so much value in the age I am now, and because all these years of wisdom I've gained is now available to share with other people. So that's one of the things that I do, is share that. One of the other things is that there are some other messages, like this one, I believe is a 11-minute video, another video. But you get bonuses with this, and this is about aging, dating, setting boundaries. I think setting boundaries is important. When Saturn was in Pisces, I had made a book about that, an ebook. So you could actually pick up this ebook. Saturn is now in Aries, or no, Saturn's still in Pisces, right? Or no, right? Yeah. But Saturn's in Aries now, I think, or about to go into Aries. Has it already gone into Aries? It might have. I know we're right at the precipice of Saturn being in Aries, okay, if it's not already there. And so, but I had made this when we were with Saturn in Pisces, and how there was a spiritual recession. And I had mentioned, and by the way, I put this here months ago. I said, this is already being seen in the callous way the Supreme Court has been handling cases. This is long before what's been going on with Trump's second presidency. So this is really an interesting read about people not playing nice, people losing their empathy and compassion. This is what happened with Elon. It created a major problem for him because of that. And so that's something, even though I had no idea, I covered that in the Saturn in Pisces, the spiritual recession, because it was all about people pulling back spiritually, pulling back their empathy. And so all of these items are for sale. Each one of these has a different price. It might be $5, $11, $9. They're not very expensive, okay? But these are different things that you can get on our Patreon for just a few bucks that help to support Astrology, a look inside. And every single thing that you purchase helps to support what I do and help to keep Astrology, a look inside going. And they're not very much. One of that I love here is the Understanding Your Child with Astrology. This too is an ebook, but what it is, it gives you some ideas of why it's important to use astrology to get, say, your child's astrology chart done as soon as possible. First of all, it's going to help you to navigate how to work with whatever that child goes through, especially if they have any special needs or they go through any special problems. You'll be able to have a deeper understanding into your child, what their emotional needs are, those subconscious needs that some places don't ever address. This Understanding Your Child with Astrology addresses that. And you might be able to get some insight. Now, if that's not enough, this $5 ebook is just basically an introduction to get you prepared to work with me. And I actually have a childhood astrology reading that I do. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share our Patreon link everywhere so that you guys can come to our Patreon and you can check out the books, purchase whatever you want there. There's tons of stuff. But instead of just sharing each, one of the books separately, I'm just going to share the link to our Patreon. I um, I would say go visit that Patreon so that you can go check it out and see everything that's going on. And yeah, let's do that. So let me go ahead and post that the Patreon, and then I'm going to go over to the website. In fact, I might just hold off on this Patreon until after the website and do it like that. Okay, let's do that. Let's go to this website. Here I am at the shop. Trying to make sure I've got the right one. I thought I had it here. I might have it under general. I thought I had a separate. I do. Here it is. Okay. It's got this little picture of me. It looks like a little kid. Okay, let me go ahead and share this. So this is what we're promoting right now. And this is on the website. You can find this on the website. This is the Childhood Astrology Consultation Bundle. And this is for someone who needs a little bit more than an ebook. You might be someone who has questions about your child. You might be going through some issues with your child. You might not have any idea what to do with whatever is going on. You might have a child that has some type of learning disability or is autistic or anything like that. And I want to share my own personal story and why I believe in this and why I promote this. But my daughter had Asperger's. I didn't know it was Asperger's um, when she was little. I just knew um, that my daughter had some issues with whether it was getting along with other kids or feeling like she fit in or didn't fit in or energy levels. There were just all the all the symptoms were there, but I didn't know what Asperger's was at that time. I didn't understand about autism. I just knew my daughter was different. I knew she was having trouble with like teachers and counselors, and they kept saying that there was something wrong with her. And when she was 17, she actually like had a nervous breakdown. And so one of the things that I've used along the way, but especially after, because it's a long story, but my daughter had uh, a condition where she's was diagnosed to be like 7 years younger than she actually is. And so when she was, say, 18 or 19, I was dealing with, say, an 11 or 12-year-old. I know it sounds weird, but it really was that way. And there was a lot of pressure on her, and especially as a kid with Asperger's. So she was able to get the help that she needed. But over the course of the years, I realized that I was able to help her by knowing what was in her horoscope, being able to navigate what was in her horoscope, giving her clues on how to get over certain situations or transits that were occurring in her horoscope. And I began to see the beauty of this childhood astrology consultation and how helpful it could be to parents, especially since my child ended up, after everything that went on, getting 3 degrees, having her own company, having a successful 10-year marriage, like all the check boxes checked off. And I thought, okay, there was something, and she even did a stand-up comedy act, which I missed. But one of the things in her comedy act was my mother. She says her mother is an astrologer, and that her motherly advice is astrology advice, which is hilarious, but it's true. And over the course of time, I've helped this young lady navigate all different types of things. I was a little shocked that she didn't win her election when she was running for a political spot this last year. But I talk about the fact that Jupiter is in its wrong place, its opposite. So some things have happened in its opposite than it should have happened. But overall, I think I've helped to create or map out actual beautiful life for this kid. And I feel like you can do the same for your child. Anyone can, really. And some people just wing it and they just know what to do. And maybe you don't need a childhood astrology consultation. Maybe you don't want to know what's in the stars for your kid. Maybe you don't want to know what's in the stars for you. But some people do, because it tells you, what's the right road to go down. Sometimes a kid might not know what they really want to do. They might come to you even and ask if you know, but you might not have a clue because you did not get the childhood astrology consultation. So I highly recommend that if you're a parent with a child, that you get this astrology consultation, and it's a bundle. And the reason why it's a bundle is that I'm not only going to be doing a reading for you, but hopefully with you. If you want to bring your child, fine. I'm open to that as well. But I'm also going to print that out so that you have that information that you can read later, and also a video that you can watch later. So you'll be able to get that information. But the other thing is that there are other goodies that I can send to you, like transits. There's workbooks. There's all types of little things that might be able to help with you in helping your child, because this is more about you than it is the child. Yeah, we're going to be looking at what's going on with your child. Okay, we're going to be looking at what's happening in your child's life, what happened with the natal chart that your child was born with. But it's really about helping you to integrate that information into how you parent that child. Knowing this information could be the difference in between your child ending up pregnant at 17 and not ending up pregnant at 17. Ending up in juvie and not ending up in juvie. Ending up in a cult and not ending up in a cult. There are certain things that we have to do for our children. And some of those things are indicated via astrology. And I'm telling you, almost every parent that I've ever done this with, they just seem to have a better understanding of what they're doing with their children. They have a better understanding and a knowledge of the child. Because sometimes we just see our child as ours, as our child, but we don't see their individual greatness or their individual potential or pitfalls in their chart, because sometimes we're blinded to it because we love our kids and we don't want to see that. We want to see the best in our kids. And so it's important that we know everything and that we get a full story. And this is my way of helping you to get the full story and know how to navigate with the full story. Now, there's something else I want to share with you, because this is something that I do give with this astrology report. With this consultation for 127, one of the things that you're going to get, let me find it and then I'll share it with you. One of the other things you'll get with that is this. But this is an actual, it's a report. Now, let me share this. And this is available to anyone who wants to get this and not pay the $127 for the reading. Like, let's say you don't want to get a reading, you just want to know about your kid. I highly recommend you get this report. It's one of the best, the Heaven Knows What report. I highly recommend it. It's about 40 pages when you get it. And it's really in depth. Just to give you an idea, this is like me here. It tells the basics, but I just love the way this man put things together. And I love just the way he pieces the aspects, the transits, all of that together, and the sun and the moon. As you see here, he has, like for me, I'm a Capricorn with a Taurus moon, and I loved how he did that, putting it together. And it says, you belong to the positive or creative group. So I guess I am positive creative. And look, the first line, it says, you have a genius for people. You're capable of handling large crowds and are eager to do so. Your ambition is based in a shrewd and practical worldliness. You're one of the crowd, and no matter how far above it you may soar, you always give them the comforting impression that you haven't forgotten where you come from. You have plenty of luck in life and high ability to make the most of it, but you lack somewhat in drive, and when fortuitous circumstances desert you, you're likely to relax, a sort of Achilles sulking in his tent. You are capable of sulking and being an ardent if unaggressive hater, for dislikes absorb your energies destructively, and you are at your best when you are loving and not hating, and when you are loved and not opposed. Opposition baffles you because your sense of outraged justice and dignity tells you you don't deserve it. You have charm, luck, persistence, vision, and integrity, and through these can go far. Now, I love this, the way he speaks. I love the way he put things together. And I just wanted to share that because that's mine. And every time I read that, I always feel like I get something out of it whenever I read my own report. So I highly recommend this. So if, let's say 127 is too much, get a Heaven Knows What astrology report for $47. It'll save you some money, and you'll be able to get that. But the good thing is, if you get the childhood consultation, I said it was a bundle, and the reason is because you get this report with it. Okay, so when you get that childhood bundle that I showed you before, you'll be able to get that reading, that Heaven Knows What. You'll be able to get that. Okay, so you'll get them both. So I just wanted you to understand that, because sometimes I think people are like, well, I'm just getting a reading, and I'm like, no, I usually give bundles. And what I mean by that is you'll get a reading, but you'll end up getting a video. You'll probably get some type of PDF. You might even get a healing. There might be a couple of things you get. For some reason, it's not letting me go back. So I just wanted to share those items. These are items I'm going to be sharing in the group. These are the main items of today, because I really wanted to share the main items of today. And I can't believe this, but I think I've already been an hour, and I've barely shared anything today. So it's like, oh my gosh. Well, there's a couple of things. I'm going to try to put up the links for Patreon, for the Heaven Knows What report, and the childhood astrology report, as well as the celestial circle membership. Okay, so all of those are the things that I'm going to be putting up, and that's all that I'm going to be doing for today. Okay, let's put on some music, and I'll be back tomorrow for our final day. Oh, and you guys, I'm going live on YouTube in just a few minutes. So if you can, come join me on YouTube, okay? I'm gonna go eat something and I'll be on YouTube in about 15 minutes. Okay, let's party on out. Hey, all right. Much love to you guys. Many blessings. And come follow me on, come party with me on YouTube. I'll be there in about 15 minutes.